Alright guys, so yeah, this hood's not good for anybody. It's not really rusty, but it's basically creased. And then this is the inside of the back seat frame. It's too rusted out to be used. So we're just gonna drop that off at the recycle bin. I actually would take it and give it to a junkyard, but the junkyards here won't take it unless there's a VIN plate on it. So I guess it's going to the junkyard, or to the recycler. All right, let's see what we get. Maybe we'll be able to buy a can of spray paint or something. I don't expect more than about $5, if that. All right, see you in a bit. Hey everybody. So today is a Friday and we got a couple things we're going to do today. One is we're going to unbox our floor pan that we're going to use to over here weld this floor in this weekend right there. So we're going to cut the piece of metal we need that will be right in here. So we'll cut that piece of metal, we'll cover all these holes, and we're gonna put that in today. Well, we're gonna cut metal, we're gonna weld tomorrow. Other thing we're gonna do on the truck is we're gonna finish dyeing these interior pieces. This is really all left, is these two pieces, that one. And we're also going to take our new hood, new to us, off that Eddie Bauer edition truck that we found. And we're going to go ahead and sand all the old paint off of here and primer it. So that's what we'll be doing. So just get rid of all this old paint and get that one ready to be painted. But one thing you guys haven't seen yet is I haven't shown the engine yet. So also we do have a new grill. So this one's all kind of ratted out and this is broken, but we have a new these, new this, new this. And so finally you guys get to see what's under the hood. And by the way, we're gonna order our new long block. We found it. We're gonna order it within the next few days, and then they told us it'll be May because they have to build the engine for us that we're getting. It's coming from Maryland, from a company called Performance something or other. I'll get into that later. But all right, so the reason we had to replace the hood is because of this bow right here. Okay, so that bow there makes this hood pretty much unusable. I don't feel like dealing with it. We got the other hood, so if you guys are ready, we'll little drum roll and let me show you what's under the hood. Ready? So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. All right, everybody. So yeah, we're gonna see what's under the hood. So just so you know, since I bought this truck, I've never heard it run. I was told it ran, told the battery's dead. We did open the hood to see what was under there, but we haven't started it. So I'm told it runs, but it just runs and it's got like 300,000 miles, which is why we're putting a brand new one in, just because it's a lot faster to buy a new long block and transfer everything over than it would be to rebuild the block that's in here. I'm still torn on whether I should pay the $250 core fee or keep this block and just redo this over the next period of time. If you want to see us rebuild this engine, then let me know. If not, I can just send it back for the core deposit I don't have a battery yet. Probably maybe I'll get one today. Maybe I'll just try to charge this one up and see if we can at least start the truck. But here we go. So this is the engine that we were dealing with. All right, here we are. So original engine, it is the 6-cylinder Ford 300 cubic inch fuel injected engine with air conditioning. So it does have AC that works, or I'm told that it works. I'm told a lot of things work, but right in here, as you can see, it's all original. It's all original. I think that's actually the original belt. Here's the battery. This battery is from 02 of 21, so that's 3 years old. A Duralast Gold. I don't even know who makes Duralast. So we could probably try to take it out, boil it up, see if it works. If not, just get a new one, but maybe just boil it up, see if it works, at least to see if the truck starts. But what we also could do is, I want to take the hood off. So that's something we need to do, is take this hood off. I also want to clean this engine compartment. So not sure, maybe take the hood off and then power wash the whole engine compartment, and then we can put the old hood back on. So take the hood off, easiest way, this one, this one, this one, this one, same with over there. Take those bolts off, remove the hood, and then we can just work on the engine. It's not supposed to rain for the next 3 weeks here, so that may be the plan, and then put the new hood back on. So maybe we'll just do that, get that done first, and then we'll clean this, and then we'll open the box for the floor. So I think that might be what we're gonna do. So just taking the hood off, all we're gonna do, basically the easiest way, since we're not really using this hood, I can't really realign it. So basically what we'll do is we'll take this bolt off first. We'll take these bolts, loosen these bolts. Last bolt on either side will be this one here. That way it doesn't kick out. And take it off of both, push the hood down, undo the last bolt on either side, and then just slide it off. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if it's really worth watching, but that's what I'm gonna do. So do that, then I'll come back when we have the hood off so we can clean the engine. We'll show you, we'll do the whole big foam thing on the engine. Meanwhile, I'll take this battery, and this battery is just, I don't even know where this battery came from. Looks like it's been sitting in a junkyard. So I ain't getting no spark or nothing. All right, well, I guess I'll start doing that. Let me take the hood off, and then we'll come back when the hood's off. And also right here, this is the floor, the part that we're going to be replacing right there, and welding in the new hood. I also have to get all the body pieces that we've been working on, and these seats and everything else, out of this truck. So we're going to work on all that kind of stuff, and we'll be back shortly once it's all ready to do. All right, talk to you in a bit. So hood's off, and now we get to look at what we got here. Now, one of the things that I know I need to fix here, and it might be easier to do right here, is this cow is dented a little bit down. So I probably can just pop under there with a little bit of a crowbar, pop this back up the way it should be. So we can do that before we put the other. See how it's dented down, and really need to have that up. So it looks like there's just a screw here that I could probably unscrew this and just probably bang that up the way it should be. So let me do, where's this? Is this? Yeah, I could probably just do that because that's where it's connected right there. So we can do that. All right. Let's see if, let me see first if this screw will come out, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of this stuff, for whatever reason, a little rusty. So let's spray that with some bolt loosener first, and then we'll take a look at some of the stuff here. I don't believe this is K&N equipped. Might be, I don't know, what's this say? Stop, do not discard. This vehicle equipped with disposable air filters. Okay. Alright. Actually, I mean, this thing's so dirty. I really do want to just look at all the oil and stuff down there. I really just want to spray this thing so bad. I think I will. I think that's what we'll do. We'll get the pressure washer out here and we'll spray this real quick. Alright, so far today, I just wanted to make sure that the hood fit before I take this over, recycle it, get rid of it. So I'm going to recycle that one because it's bent. It's not any good to anybody. This one's going to be great. And then when I come back, I'll sand this one. We didn't bolt it in yet. I'll bolt it in later, but I wanted to sand it first. And so we're going to take that piece and this rusted seat frame that we don't need anymore, and we're going to take that over to the recycler. I don't know, even if it's $5 or $10, that'll work. So we'll get rid of that today, so it's not just sitting here. And when I come back, we'll go over and start sanding this hood, I guess. All right, guys, so yeah, this hood's not good for anybody. It's not really rusty, but it's basically creased. And then this is the inside of the back seat frame. It's too rusted out to be used. So we're just gonna drop that off at the recycle bin. I actually would take it and give it to a junkyard, but the junkyards here won't take it unless there's a VIN plate on it. So I guess it's going to the junkyard, or to the recycler. All right, let's see what we get. Maybe we'll be able to buy a can of spray paint or something. I don't expect more than about $5, if that. All right, see you in a bit. So it's just my luck that they're closed for lunch right now. So we'll deal with that. But see, they also have surplus in here. And so I can kind of maybe take a look in there and see if there's something we can use for the floor, for the other side of the floor that we need. So we'll go check this out. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just check out, because we're gonna have to build the floor on the other side, and I'm not sure. I don't want to use aluminum. It has to be steel. It could be really thin piece of steel, like something like down there. Oh, closed for lunch outside too. Let's take a quick look here, see what they got for floorboards. This basically has to be a thin piece of steel. I don't know what they have. steel. Just need a little tiny, maybe that's too small for for them to sell. I wonder if they say they have scrap. Let's see if there's anything here that looks like it would count. What is this? It's pretty thick still. That's really thick. It may be just a little too thick for what we need. Probably just go to Lowe's and get a thin piece of steel that could just be bent, and we'll just use that. So anyway, I guess we'll just wait. All right, guys. So we brought the hood and that other piece of metal here to the scrap recycling, and we got $6. $6 for a hood and that other piece, which honestly, hey, you know what? It's McDonald's. So now we're gonna go to the pawn shop because I need to get some air tools. All right, guys, so we're here at what's the name of this place? We are here at Pawn Max, right here off Route 19, and we got us a Ryobi used, you know, 20 bucks. Now I already have batteries and stuff, so this is an impact wrench, which is cool. Impact. And then we got an air ratchet, brand new, still in the box, for I think he gave $25 or something like that. So he warranted that because they couldn't test it. They don't have a tip on it. He gave me like today to make sure it works, or else come back and trade it for one of the other ones they have. So we have those, and that's what I needed because I didn't have an impact wrench, and I needed that air ratchet for when we swap the engine out, so, and for other stuff. Anyway, so now we're heading back home. 3, 2, and 1. Hey guys, so right now I'm just sanding this hood using some 150 grit sandpaper, get all the old paint off, the paint we put on, the original paint, getting it all down to the surface in here, and then we'll treat this rust again with that spray that stops the rust and turns it into a paintable surface. And then once we have it to the paintable surface, then we'll go ahead and primer the hood. So this is the new hood that we are using. It's not bowed or anything. It's not, right now it's not on there, but that's what we're going to be doing for the rest of the day, is just kind of getting this ready for primer. It takes a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So after 8 discs, I got this side not done, but pretty close. This side we haven't touched yet. So So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this down. Now, I'm not prepping this right now to paint. I'm just prepping it. There we go. I'm not prepping this to paint. I'm just prepping it to sit on the truck for outdoors while we put an engine in and finish everything else. When it's time to paint, we're going to block sand the whole truck again, and we'll go ahead and redo the hood again. Right now, I'm just trying to get off. The hood had a clear coat on it, and it just was peeling and stuff, and I just wanted to get it to where now I can just put a coat of primer on it. I might even just put a coat of spray paint on it just to keep it from rusting again. And then in a month or two, when we paint it, then we'll have to go through and block this again. I don't mind spending an hour or two today to get all the rust out, spray the rust with the corrosion resistant stuff that we have, and then primering it and going ahead and painting it today just to get out of the way. Spend a couple hours now, and that'll save me a couple hours down the road. All right, time to primer. We'll actually first put the Loctite stuff on where the rust is again, since we just to make it a paintable surface. And then once we put the Loctite on all the areas that have some surface rust, then we'll wait about 20 minutes, then we'll come back out and we'll go ahead and primer it. So let me just clean it off and we'll put the Loctite on. If you guys haven't, well, I've already shown you Loctite once or twice in this video. So it basically is a rust inhibitor, and it will stop it from rusting, and it actually will make it a paintable surface. Hey guys, it's late Saturday afternoon, so our junkyard hood is on, and basically I just used some rattle can primer after I sanded the whole thing, and then it just so happened that there was a paint that was pretty close. I mean, it looks good on camera, but it's a flat or a satin paint, and it's just a spray can, but it looked pretty close. So at least when people drive by or when it rains, I did 2 rattle cans full of paint that kind of matches the truck. So it's good for now, because we're going to repaint the whole truck anyway. I got to run over because my blade for my cutter doesn't cut through metal that well. I think it's the wrong blade, so I have to get a new blade so I can cut through the floor here and cut through my floor pan. So that's what I'll do tonight. I'll go over, I'll get some blades that will cut through the floor pan, and then tomorrow we're going to fix, well, we're going to cut this out right there, cut that out, and cut this out right here, and cut the floor pan, and then we'll weld it in probably. I hate this door. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and weld it in when we can. I'll probably take that mirror too and put the mirror on, so it has that mirror, so I can get rid of that door. But for now, I mean, if you look at the truck, the whole thing here, remember how the other hood was bowed right there? So it's not bowed anymore. Now this side over here, like this matches perfect. This side looks like the fender or something, or I probably put some shims or something in up here, but I'll figure that out. I'm not worried about it. I gotta take the hood off anyway when we put the engine in. So but I'm gonna take those mirrors off, and we're getting there. You know, it's been about, what, a month and a half now. So we got the new interior. That's just waiting on a rug and for me to finish the floor, and then I can put the whole interior back in. The engine is ordered, and that was a pain in the ass. And I got to order a new steering column. And once we have the steering column and the engine, then the rest of it is just putting some tires on it and I think that's it. I think we just have to put tires, put the engine in, the newer engine when it comes. That should be like a weekend. About 4 hours to put in the new steering column, and then some tires, and then paint. So, although, I mean, the only reason it's paint is I want to change the paint color, but at this point, who knows if I'll change the paint color. So it may just look like this until after summer, because by the time I'm ready to paint, it's going to be middle of summer in Florida, and unless you have an air-conditioned paint booth or something, I can't do that in the humidity that'll be in the air. But anyway, it is what it is. So we're getting there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.